Have you ever felt like life is passing you by? Like everyone else is achieving their dreams while you're stuck in the same old routine? Well, what if I told you that the key to unlocking everything you've ever wanted is already inside you? That's right. You have the power to transform your life, and today, I'm going to share 5 spiritual secrets that will show you how. These aren't your typical self-help tips. No, these are deep, powerful truths that have changed my life and the lives of countless others. And the best part? They're simple enough for anyone to use, starting right now. Let me take you back to a time when I was struggling. I had a decent job, a roof over my head, but something was missing. I felt empty inside, like I was just going through the motions day after day. I'd look at successful people and wonder, what do they have that I don't? I tried everything: self-help books, motivational seminars, even a few get-rich-quick schemes. Nothing worked. I was ready to give up and accept that maybe this was just how life was supposed to be. But then, something amazing happened. I met an old wise man during a trip to the mountains. He didn't look like much, just a simple man with a kind smile. But when he spoke, it was like he could see right through me. He told me, "Young one, the treasure you seek is not out there in the world. It's within you, waiting to be discovered." At first, I thought he was crazy. How could the answer to all my problems be inside me? I'd been living with myself all my life, and I hadn't found any hidden treasures. But something about his words stuck with me. I decided to give it one last shot and started exploring spiritual teachings from around the world. And you know what? That old man was right. The more I looked within, the more I realized that I had the power to change my life all along. I just didn't know how to use it. Now, I'm going to share with you the 5 spiritual secrets I discovered on my journey. These aren't quick fixes or magic spells. They're profound truths that, when applied consistently, can radically transform your life. The power of mindful presence, embracing the law of attraction, cultivating gratitude and abundance, aligning with your higher purpose, the art of letting go. Each of these secrets holds incredible power. They might sound simple, but don't be fooled. Their simplicity is what makes them so effective. Anyone can use them, regardless of their background or beliefs. As we dive into each secret, I want you to keep an open mind. Some of these ideas might challenge what you think you know about success and happiness. But trust me, if you give them a chance, they can change your life just like they changed mine. Let's start with the first secret, the power of mindful presence. This might sound fancy, but it's really just about being fully aware of the present moment. So many of us spend our lives lost in thought, worrying about the future or regretting the past. We're rarely fully here, right now. But here's the thing. The present moment is all we ever truly have. It's where life happens. It's where we make choices, take action, and create our reality. When we're not present, we're missing out on life itself. I used to be a chronic overthinker. My mind was always racing, jumping from one worry to the next. I'd be at work thinking about home, at home thinking about work. I was everywhere except where I actually was. And you know what? I was miserable. Learning to be present changed everything for me. It started small, just taking a few deep breaths and really noticing my surroundings. The feel of the chair beneath me, the sounds around me, the taste of my morning coffee. At first, it felt strange, even a bit boring. But as I practiced, I started to notice something incredible. The world became more vivid. Colors seemed brighter. Food tasted better. I started to really listen when people talked, instead of just waiting for my turn to speak. And most importantly, I began to notice opportunities that had been there all along. I just hadn't been present enough to see them. Being mindfully present also helped me manage stress and anxiety. When you're fully in the moment, you realize that right now, in this very second, everything is usually okay. Most of our stress comes from worrying about what might happen, not what's actually happening. So how can you start practicing mindful presence? It's simpler than you might think. Start by taking a few minutes each day to just sit quietly and focus on your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. You can also practice presence during everyday activities. When you're eating, really taste your food. When you're walking, feel your feet touching the ground. When you're talking to someone, give them your full attention. The key is consistency. You don't need to spend hours meditating. Even a few minutes of mindful presence each day can make a big difference. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay present throughout your day. As you become more present, you'll start to notice subtle changes. You'll feel more calm and centered. You'll make better decisions because you're not clouded by anxiety about the future or regrets about the past. You'll connect more deeply with others because you're really there with them. But most importantly, you'll start to see opportunities that you might have missed before. When you're fully present, you're more aware of what's happening around you. You notice the small details, the subtle hints that life is constantly giving you. Remember, achieving your dreams isn't just about big, dramatic actions. It's about being aware enough to see the path as it unfolds before you, one present moment at a time. Now, let's talk about the second secret, embracing the law of attraction. You might have heard of this before, but stick with me because there's more to it than you might think. The law of attraction is the idea that like attracts like. In other words, the thoughts and energy you put out into the world tend to come back to you. If you focus on negative things, you'll tend to experience more negativity. If you focus on positive things, you'll tend to experience more positivity. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds nice, but how does thinking positive thoughts help me achieve my goals? Well, it's not just about thinking happy thoughts and waiting for good things to happen. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you want to achieve. When I first learned about the law of attraction, I was skeptical. I thought it was just wishful thinking. But then I started to notice something. The people who seemed to have it all, success, happiness, great relationships, they all had something in common. They believed in themselves and their ability to achieve their goals. I realized that my own negative thoughts were holding me back. I was constantly telling myself things like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be successful. And guess what? Those thoughts were becoming my reality. So I decided to try an experiment. I started consciously changing my thoughts. Instead of, I'm not good enough, I'd think, I'm learning and growing every day. Instead of, I'll never be successful, I'd think, I'm on the path to success. At first, it felt fake, like I was lying to myself, but I kept at it, and something amazing started to happen. As I changed my thoughts, I started to feel different, more confident, more optimistic. And as I felt different, I started to act different. I took more risks. I put myself out there more. I started seeing opportunities where before I only saw obstacles. And bit by bit, my reality started to change. Now, this doesn't mean that just thinking about what you want will make it magically appear. The law of attraction isn't about sitting on your couch visualizing a pile of money and expecting it to show up. It's about aligning your entire being, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with your goals. First, get clear about what you want. Really clear. Don't just think, I want to be rich. Think about exactly how much money you want to make, what you'll do with it, how it will make you feel. The more specific and vivid your vision, the better. Next, start aligning your thoughts with that vision. Catch yourself when you have negative thoughts about your goals and consciously replace them with positive ones. This takes practice, but it gets easier over time. Then, work on feeling the emotions you'd feel if you'd already achieved your goal. If your goal is to have a successful business, how would that make you feel? Confident? Proud? Excited? Start embodying those feelings now. Finally, and this is crucial, take action. The law of attraction isn't about passively waiting for good things to come to you. It's about actively moving towards your goals with the confidence that you will achieve them. As you practice this, you'll start to notice changes. You'll feel more positive and confident. You'll start seeing opportunities that align with your goals. And you'll find yourself taking actions that bring you closer to what you want. Remember, the law of attraction isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the positive, on possibilities rather than limitations. It's about believing in yourself and your ability to create the life you want. It's also important to be patient. Big changes don't happen overnight. But if you consistently align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your goals, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve over time. Let's move on to the third secret, cultivating gratitude and abundance. This secret is all about shifting your perspective from what you lack to what you already have. In our society, we're often taught to focus on what we don't have. We're bombarded with ads telling us we need this product or that service to be happy. We look at others and think, if only I had their job, their house, their life, then I'd be happy. But here's the truth. Happiness and success don't come from what you have. They come from how you think about what you have. I used to be caught in this trap. I was always focused on what I didn't have, always wanting more. And you know what? No matter how much I got, it was never enough. There was always something else to want, something else to chase. Then I learned about the power of gratitude, and it changed everything. Gratitude is simply the practice of appreciating what you already have. It sounds so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When I started practicing gratitude, I began to see my life in a whole new way. Instead of focusing on what I lacked, I started to notice all the abundance in my life. I had a roof over my head, food on my table, people who cared about me. These were things I'd always taken for granted, but when I really thought about them, I realized how lucky I was. As I practiced gratitude, something amazing happened. I started to feel happier, more content. And here's the really interesting part. The more grateful I felt for what I had, the more good things seemed to come into my life. It's like the universe was saying, "Oh, you appreciate what you have. Here, have some more." This is what I mean by abundance. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you start to see abundance everywhere. And when you see abundance, you attract more of it into your life. So how can you start cultivating gratitude and abundance in your life? Here are some simple practices you can start today. First, try keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for your morning coffee, or for the sun shining, or for a smile from a stranger. The key is to really feel the gratitude as you write. Next, try to catch yourself when you start thinking about what you lack. When you notice these thoughts, consciously shift your focus to what you have. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I wish I had a better job," try thinking instead, "I'm grateful I have a job that provides for my needs, and I'm excited about the opportunity to grow and find an even better one." Another powerful practice is to express gratitude to others. Tell your friends and family what you appreciate about them. Thank people for their help, even for small things. Not only does this make you feel good, but it also strengthens your relationships and spreads positivity to others. As you practice gratitude, you'll start to notice a shift in your perspective. Things that used to bother you might not seem so important anymore. You'll find more joy in simple pleasures. And most importantly, you'll start to feel a sense of abundance in your life. This feeling of abundance is crucial for achieving your goals. When you feel abundant, you're more likely to take risks, to be generous, to see opportunities. You operate from a place of "there's plenty for everyone," rather than "I need to get mine before someone else does." Gratitude and abundance also help you stay positive when facing challenges. When you're grateful for what you have, setbacks don't hit you as hard. You're able to see them as temporary obstacles rather than permanent defeats. Remember, cultivating gratitude and abundance is not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good in your life, even while you work to improve the not-so-good parts. It's also not about comparing yourself to others and feeling grateful that you have it better. True gratitude comes from appreciating what you have for its own sake, not because it's better than what someone else has. As you practice gratitude and cultivate a sense of abundance, you'll find that your whole outlook on life starts to change. You'll feel happier, more content, and more open to the good things life has to offer. And from this place of gratitude and abundance, you'll be in a much better position to achieve everything you want in life. Now, let's dive into the fourth secret, aligning with your higher purpose. This might sound a bit mystical, but stay with me. It's actually very practical and incredibly powerful. When I talk about your higher purpose, I'm not necessarily talking about some grand, world-changing mission, although it could be. Your higher purpose is simply the deepest, truest expression of who you are and what you're here to do. It's the thing that makes you feel alive, fulfilled, and like you're making a real difference. For a long time, I was lost. I had a good job, but it felt meaningless. I was making money, but I wasn't making an impact. I'd wake up each morning feeling empty, wondering, is this all there is? Maybe you felt the same way. Then I started to explore the idea of purpose. I realized that true success isn't just about achieving external goals. It's about living in alignment with your deepest values and using your unique gifts to contribute to the world. Finding your higher purpose isn't always easy. It took me a lot of soul searching, trying different things, and being honest with myself about what really mattered to me. But once I found it, everything changed. Suddenly, I had a reason to jump out of bed in the morning. My work felt meaningful. Even the challenges became exciting because I knew they were part of something bigger. So how do you find and align with your higher purpose? Here are some steps you can take. First, spend some time in self-reflection. Ask yourself questions like, what activities make me lose track of time? What issues in the world make me feel passionate? What unique skills or perspectives do I have to offer? What would I do with my life if money wasn't a concern? Next, look for patterns in your life. Often, our purpose is connected to challenges we've overcome or lessons we've learned. Think about times when you felt most alive or most proud of yourself. What were you doing? Who were you helping? It's also helpful to think about your values. What principles are most important to you? Honesty? Creativity? Compassion? Your higher purpose will always be in alignment with your core values. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things, volunteer for different causes, take classes in subjects that interest you. Sometimes we don't know what our purpose is until we stumble upon it. Once you have a sense of your higher purpose, the key is to start aligning your life with it. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job and become a full-time humanitarian, unless that's truly your calling. It means finding ways to express your purpose in everything you do. For example, if your purpose involves helping others, you might look for ways to mentor colleagues at work. If it's about creativity, you might start a side project that allows you to express that creativity. The goal is to gradually bring more and more of your life into alignment with your purpose. As you do this, you'll likely face challenges. Following your purpose isn't always the easiest path. You might have to make sacrifices or face criticism from others who don't understand. But trust me, it's worth it. When you're living in alignment with your higher purpose, you'll have a level of energy, motivation, and fulfillment that you've never experienced before. Remember, your higher purpose isn't something you find once and then you're done. It's something that can evolve over time as you grow and change. Stay open to new insights and be willing to adjust your path as needed. Aligning with your higher purpose also doesn't mean everything will be perfect all the time. You'll still have bad days and face obstacles. But when you're connected to your purpose, you'll have the resilience to overcome these challenges. You'll know that what you're doing matters, and that will give you strength. As you align more fully with your higher purpose, you'll likely find that achieving your goals becomes easier. This is because you're no longer just working for external rewards. You're driven by a deep inner motivation. You're not just doing what you think you should do, you're doing what you're meant to do. You might also notice that new opportunities start to appear. When you're clear about your purpose, you become a magnet for people and situations that can help you fulfill that purpose. It's like the universe conspires to help you once you've committed to your path. Remember, aligning with your higher purpose isn't about being perfect or achieving some impossible standard. It's about being true to yourself and making a positive impact in whatever way is authentic to you. Whether your purpose is to create beautiful art, to help heal the sick, to teach children, or to innovate in business, embracing that purpose will lead you to a life of true success and fulfillment. Now we come to the fifth and final secret, the art of letting go. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, aren't we talking about achieving everything you want? How does letting go fit into that? Well, as it turns out, letting go is one of the most powerful things you can do to create the life you desire. When I first heard about the importance of letting go, I was confused. I thought success was all about holding on tight, pushing through, never giving up. And there's some truth to that. Persistence is important. But I've learned that there's also incredible power in knowing when to let go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the things that are holding you back from those dreams. It means surrendering control over things you can't change and focusing your energy on what you can. I used to hold on to everything. Old grudges, failed relationships, missed opportunities. I'd replay mistakes in my mind over and over. I'd stress about the future, trying to control every little detail. And you know what? All of that holding on was exhausting. It was like trying to swim while carrying heavy weights. Learning to let go was one of the most freeing experiences of my life. As I practiced releasing what no longer served me, I felt lighter, more peaceful. And surprisingly, I found that the less I tried to control everything, the more things seemed to fall into place naturally. So how can you practice the art of letting go in your own life? Here are some strategies. First, identify what you need to let go of. This might be negative thoughts or beliefs about yourself. It might be resentment towards others. It might be attachment to a particular outcome. It might even be goals that no longer align with who you are. Once you've identified what you need to release, acknowledge it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it doesn't exist. Simply recognize it for what it is. Next, make a conscious decision to let it go. This doesn't mean the thought or feeling will immediately disappear. It means you're choosing not to let it control you anymore. One powerful technique for letting go is visualization. Imagine whatever you're releasing as a physical object. See yourself holding it, then opening your hands and watching it float away. Feel the sense of lightness and freedom as it goes. Another approach is to practice acceptance. Often, we hold on to things because we're resisting what is. We think things should be different than they are. But when we accept reality as it is, we free up energy to actually change the things we can. Mindfulness meditation can also be a great tool for letting go. As you sit quietly and observe your thoughts, you start to realize that you are not your thoughts. You can choose which ones to engage with and which ones to let pass by. It's important to remember that letting go is a process. It's not something you do once and then you're done. It's a practice that you'll return to again and again. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. As you get better at letting go, you'll likely notice some big changes in your life. You'll feel more peaceful, less stressed. You'll be more adaptable, better able to go with the flow of life instead of constantly fighting against it. You might also find that your relationships improve. When you let go of grudges and expectations, you create space for deeper connections. You become more present with others instead of being caught up in your own internal struggles. Letting go can also help you achieve your goals more easily. This might seem paradoxical, but it's true. When you're not attached to a specific outcome, you're more open to opportunities. You're able to pivot when needed instead of stubbornly sticking to a path that's not working. Remember, letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're passive or that you stop trying to achieve your goals. It means you stop trying to control things that are out of your control. It means you focus your energy where it can actually make a difference. Letting go is also about trusting in the process of life. It's about having faith that even if things don't work out exactly as you planned, they will work out in a way that serves your highest good. As you practice the art of letting go, you'll find that it ties together all the other secrets we've discussed. It allows you to be more present in the moment. It helps you align with the law of attraction by releasing negative energy. It makes space for gratitude and abundance. And it allows you to more fully align with your higher purpose by releasing what no longer serves you. We've covered a lot of ground. So let's take a moment to recap the 5 spiritual secrets to achieving everything you want in life. The power of mindful presence. Being fully aware and engaged in the present moment where all your power lies. Embracing the law of attraction, aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desires to attract what you want. Cultivating gratitude and abundance, shifting your focus to appreciate what you have, which opens you up to receive more. Aligning with your higher purpose, discovering and living in accordance with your deepest values and unique gifts. The art of letting go, releasing what no longer serves you to make space for what you truly want. These secrets are simple in concept, but powerful in practice. They're not quick fixes or magic solutions. They require consistent effort and a willingness to change deeply ingrained patterns of thinking and behaving. But if you commit to applying these principles in your life, you'll be amazed at the transformations you'll see. Remember, achieving everything you want in life isn't just about external success. It's about creating a life that feels fulfilling and meaningful to you. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and making a positive impact on the world around you. As you start to apply these secrets, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. But each time you practice being present, each time you choose a positive thought, each time you express gratitude, align with your purpose, or let go of something that's holding you back, you're taking a step towards the life you desire. And here's the beautiful thing. As you apply these principles, you'll find that your definition of everything you want might change. You might discover that what truly brings you joy and fulfillment is different from what you initially thought. Be open to this evolution. Trust the process. Remember, you have everything you need within you right now to start this journey. You don't need any special skills or resources. You just need the willingness to try, to be open to new ways of thinking and being. So, are you ready to start applying these secrets in your life? Are you ready to unlock your full potential and create a life beyond your wildest dreams? The power is in your hands. Your journey to achieving everything you want starts now, in this very moment. Now that we've explored all 5 spiritual secrets, you might be wondering, how do I actually put this into practice in my daily life? That's exactly what we're going to dive into now. Remember, knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is true transformation. Let's start with a simple daily routine that incorporates all 5 secrets. Don't worry if it feels overwhelming at first. You can start small and build up over time. Begin your day with mindful presence. As soon as you wake up, take a few deep breaths. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Notice the sensations, the softness of your bed, the temperature of the room, the first light of day. This simple practice sets the tone for a day of awareness and presence. Next, spend a few minutes visualizing your goals and desires. See yourself already having achieved what you want. Feel the emotions of success and fulfillment. This aligns you with the law of attraction, sending out positive energy to the universe. Then, practice gratitude. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small: a loving family, a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunrise. Really feel the gratitude in your heart. This cultivates a sense of abundance and opens you up to receive more blessings. As you go about your day, regularly check in with yourself. Ask, is what I'm doing right now aligned with my higher purpose? If not, see if there's a way to bring more purpose into the task, or consider if it's something you need to let go of. Throughout the day, practice letting go of stress, worry, and negative thoughts. When you notice yourself getting tense or anxious, take a deep breath and consciously release the tension. Remind yourself that you can't control everything, but you can control your response. In the evening, reflect on your day. Celebrate the moments when you successfully applied these principles. Don't beat yourself up over the times you struggled. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth. Remember, consistency is key. It's better to practice these principles for a few minutes each day than to do a marathon session once a week. Over time, these practices will become second nature, and you'll start to see profound changes in your life. As you start to apply these spiritual secrets in your life, you're likely to face some challenges. This is completely normal and actually a good sign. It means you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and growing. One common challenge is doubt. You might find yourself thinking, is this really working? Am I just fooling myself? When these thoughts come up, remind yourself that change takes time. Trust in the process and keep going, even when you can't see immediate results. Another challenge is consistency. Life gets busy, and it's easy to fall back into old patterns. When this happens, don't be hard on yourself. Simply acknowledge it and gently guide yourself back to these practices. Every moment is a new opportunity to start again. You might also face resistance from others. Not everyone will understand or support your new way of thinking and living. That's okay. Remember, this journey is for you. Stay true to yourself and surround yourself with supportive people when possible. Sometimes, as you start to align with your higher purpose and let go of what no longer serves you, you might experience a period of upheaval. Relationships might change, or you might feel called to make big life changes. While this can be scary, trust that it's part of the process of creating the life you truly want. Lastly, you might face the challenge of impatience. In our fast-paced world, we're used to instant results. But spiritual growth and life transformation take time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you become stronger and more aligned with your true self. As you consistently apply these spiritual secrets, you'll start to notice profound changes in yourself and your life. This is the exciting part, watching your personal growth and transformation unfold. You might find that you're more calm and centered, even in stressful situations. Little things that used to bother you might not seem so important anymore. You'll likely feel a greater sense of peace and contentment in your daily life. Your relationships might improve as you become more present and let go of old grudges and expectations. You might find yourself attracting more positive people into your life, people who support your growth and share your values. You'll probably notice changes in your work life too. As you align more with your purpose, you might find new opportunities opening up. Work that used to feel draining might start to feel energizing, or you might feel inspired to pursue a new career path altogether. Your perspective on success might shift. Instead of chasing external markers of success, you might find more fulfillment in personal growth, meaningful relationships, and making a positive impact on the world. You'll likely become more resilient. Challenges that once would have derailed you might now feel manageable. You'll have a deeper trust in yourself and in the flow of life. Perhaps most importantly, you'll develop a stronger connection with yourself. You'll have a clearer sense of who you are, what you want, and what you're here to do. This self-awareness is invaluable. It's the foundation for creating a truly fulfilling life. Remember, transformation is a journey, not a destination. There will always be new levels of growth to explore, new aspects of yourself to discover. Embrace this ongoing process of becoming the best version of yourself. We've journeyed through the 5 spiritual secrets to achieving everything you want in life. The power of mindful presence, embracing the law of attraction, cultivating gratitude and abundance, aligning with your higher purpose, and the art of letting go. These principles have the power to transform your life from the inside out. But remember, these aren't just ideas to think about, they're practices to live by. The real magic happens when you consistently apply these secrets in your daily life. It's not always easy, and it takes time, but the results are truly life-changing. As you move forward, be kind to yourself. This is a journey of growth, and growth isn't always comfortable. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. But each obstacle is an opportunity to apply these principles and become stronger. Remember that achieving everything you want isn't just about acquiring things or reaching external goals. It's about becoming the person who is capable of creating and enjoying the life you desire. It's about aligning with your true self and living with purpose and fulfillment. You have within you everything you need to start this journey right now. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or for everything to be just right. The power to change your life is always available to you in this very moment. So take a deep breath, center yourself in the present moment, and take that first step. Trust in yourself and in the process. Be open to the amazing possibilities that lie ahead. Your journey to achieving everything you want in life starts now. Remember, you are capable of more than you know. You have gifts to share with the world, and you deserve a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. By applying these spiritual secrets, you're not just changing your own life. You're contributing to the positive evolution of the world around you. So go forth with courage and optimism. Embrace each day as a new opportunity to grow, to give, and to become more fully yourself. The universe is waiting to support you. Your best life is calling. Answer that call and watch as everything you've ever wanted begins to unfold before you.